Greetings, mortals! Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So, the first topic I wanted to discuss is a really important one, and I get so many questions on this topic. First of all, I want to say that I understand not everyone will share my opinion, and there are different practices and everything, and I'm being totally respectful to you guys, so please respect me as well. This is just how I do my craft and my beliefs and my experience. So, you know, you do you, I'll do me, but here is what I think. So the question is, are we taking someone's free will when we perform a love spell? And my answer is no, we do not. Why? Because love spells depend on someone's free will. Yeah. So basically, as we all know, and this is just a fact, and you can't say that this is not a fact, love spells often do not work. Whether you perform them yourself or you hire a spellcaster, you might hire a scammer, so that might be why. But even with a legit spellcaster, they will often fail. Often, not that often probably, but they will fail quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, as I always am with my clients. Love spells are tricky because of free will, and yes, they often fail. But, however, you're not taking away anyone's free will, you're not doing anything demonic, and you don't have to be scared of consequences because, it's just up to the target at the end of the day. And what am I talking about? So, your target will get a little push. Magic creates a push. It creates something. For example, let's say Maria wants to get back together with Johnny and she hires me to perform a love spell, and we have consultation and we decide we're doing it. So what will happen? There are a couple scenarios what might happen, but let's just go with this one. Johnny will start obsessively thinking about Maria, and he's gonna think how pretty she is, how much fun they had. He's gonna remember all the cute stuff, all the fun stuff, and he's gonna really miss her. However, he might also think, oh no, that's in the past, it's over. I'm just gonna ignore these thoughts. Or he's gonna think, oh, but I have a new girlfriend now, so I'm not gonna think about Maria, and I'm gonna dedicate myself to my new relationship. On the other hand, Johnny might think, wow, I really miss Maria. I'm gonna give her a call and see how she's doing. Or he might think, I can't be with this new girlfriend anymore because I still have feelings for Maria, and I'm just gonna break this off and maybe give Maria a call. See, it's up to Johnny and his free will what he's gonna do with the little push that we created by magic. Also, another scenario, and this is like my favorite one that I'm honestly trying to create for you guys, is an opportunity. So I know a lot of my clients have, want to get back together or to get with people that are not from their country or something. So this obviously does not apply to everyone. But what I like to do is to create a situation, an opportunity for two of you to, rekindle, get back together. So you might run into your ex, and that might be in the street, and you might have a quick chat, or maybe not, but later he or she might think about you, and send you a text or something. Or, you might run into each other at a party, or, there are different variations where that might happen, and you might get back together. Or they might be like, oh wow, I haven't seen her in ages, she looks great, oh, I miss her so much, I really want to reconnect. On the other hand, they might think, oh, they might be over you, and even though they might be happy to see you, nothing, they might not do anything about it. So that's basically what I'm trying to explain, that it's up to them at the end of the day. Okay, so having that cleared out, I would also like to discuss some other things, because sometimes in some situations there is a higher chance for a spell to work than in some other ones. That doesn't mean that the Valo spell will definitely work, and also in the situations where it's not very likely, it doesn't mean that it will not work. We can't know really. We can try, but I'm just gonna address these things. So obviously, if you already were in a relationship with your target, if you were intimate, if you have a history, you have an energetic bond with the person, so it's much easier for magic to create a little push, a little opportunity, whatever we want to call this. It is easier. Also, another thing, it's easier if it's been not that long ago. Obviously, if it's been a few months, the energetic bond is still strong between you guys. If it's been a couple of years, it's likely, pretty weak. But then again, some bonds are always strong, so I can't say that it definitely is weak. I can just say probably, don't expect much. Maybe this is not the best way to go. Maybe we should do a different type of spell, something else, whatever. But, there's a chance we can also check with cards or whatever. So it really depends a lot on the situation. But for example, if Mary and Johnny live on different continents and they haven't been in contact at all for 5 years, it's gonna be a lot harder than if they just broke up a couple of months ago and they live in the same town. Just some facts. I also would like to address that it's definitely gonna be dependent on just on basically character of the target. So your target might be really stubborn, and obviously then it's going to be much harder for a spell to work. And maybe your target changes their mind easily, which is going to make it easier for the spell to work. So maybe think about your breakup. Has it been just one clear breakup, or has he or she, have they gotten back together with you a couple of times? Stuff like that really do matter, because not everyone is the same. Also, you should, if you're creating a spell, or if you want me to do it, and you should then tell me these things, we will discuss these things. Do they have a weakness? And by a weakness, I mean something regarding to you, where they're weak, so we can use that for the spell. So there are so many, honestly, there is so many stuff that goes in it, and even with all of those things, at the end of the day, it is up to their free will. So if you perform a love spell, you will not get a slave, and he or she might not, it may not even last. It's really dependent on so many things. So no, you will not get a slave, and the person will still be with you because they want to. At the end of the day, the magic just will create a chance for them to act on their wish that they still have inside them, or maybe get you in their head, but it will not make them your slave. People just view magic as something that magic is not, basically, at least in my practice and in my experience. So I wanted to share this, and like I said, not everyone will agree with me, and that is totally fine, because I don't care. You know? And yes, you might get results with love spells, you might not, and that's just how things are. And if a spellcaster tells you you will definitely get results with a love spell, they are scamming you and lying, because no one can guarantee something like this, especially with a love spell, if it's targeted to a certain person, specific person. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I hope I was clear. I hope you learned something, and see you next time. Bye, witches!